has problem with if I speak in Mandarin?
No problem.
No problem. Because if like, oh, then I will speak in Mandarin then lah. Okay. So let's start lah. Hold on. Let me just try to. Water. Oh, I thought you start recording already, right?
Yes. Already started.
Okay. I cannot record. Cannot record as well.
Excuse me. Walter, is it? Wai Kiong,
Yes.
you are the one going to share with us, right?
Yes.
Just now you were asking, will anybody be having problem listening to Mandarin? Am I right?
Yes.
Oh, I have a problem.
Don't understand Mandarin.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's too,
then we,
yeah.
英文大家 OK 吗？ We speak English can or not? Oh, simple English. Yeah, 我看到有谁 Reverend Hong 钟杰跟玲玲啊，有 OK 吗？如果我们讲英文 OK 吗？可以吗 ？OK， if there's no 如果没有的话，我们就开始用英文来讲了啊，因为我还是比 OK，so OK，let's start。Hold on。OK， 好 ，OK， OK， OK。What we are talking about today is to make a video with simple tools. By simple tools, we mean that we will be creating a video with PowerPoint. Sorry, I can send someone off the mic. Okay. All right. Okay, so go through what we're covering in this session. First, we are going to see what we'll be creating. So if that's not what you want, right, then just you can leave lah. But give me some face. Okay, stay for 5 minutes, then leave quietly. Okay, then after that, we will go through how we'll prepare our slides, because we need to create a good foundation for our slide. Then the rest will be easy. Okay, so if you don't prepare your slide correctly, then you'll face a lot of problem when you are dealing with when we are trying to record a video. Then the last thing you want to fix some error in your PowerPoint slides. There's something that you can do to make it easier when you do the recording. Then we'll have a short walkthrough on how we can create the video with a PowerPoint. And also, if you don't have PowerPoint, then you can do it with Zoom recording. Of course, you might need another presentation software like LibreOffice, but that can be get freely. Okay, so then after that, we'll go through the pros and cons of each approach. And then we will have a quick Q&A session. Hopefully we can finish everything in 1 hour. Okay, so Okay. Now, we are going to create a video ready to be shared on YouTube or other social media. Okay. So normally this kind of videos will add a intro video clip at the front, and we have something like a logo or branding, to create consistency. So when you have a consistent look and feel, then you can create some personalities for your video. Okay, and but we will not create like those very complicated video with a lot of special effects or different kind of casting, because we just have no enough time to cover everything in this short session. The important thing is you have something very important to deliver and to share with other people, and you put everything in PowerPoint slides. Then you explain further with your slide, you record in a video, then you share with other people. Okay. Okay. So let's look at how we can create a good video based on your PowerPoint slides. So the first thing that we need to do, we need to set the right size. Okay. So normally, if you want to do it on you want to share on the YouTube, then you need to have select the best format to select is 16:9 format. Okay, so how to find out that your slides is the right format? Okay, so you need to go to the design. Okay, then over here you can see the slide size. Okay, you click on it, then you see one screen 16:9. That means this form is okay. Okay. Next, we need to make sure that we have reserve a good space for your branding or logo. Now, if you can see that my slide design, the top part is actually quite full already. You have some design over here, and you have the title over here. So the only thing that I can add my logo is somewhere at the bottom here, left side, or the left side and the right side. Okay. Okay. Now a simple trick to do is to go to the view, and you can look at the slide master. Okay. Then over here, then you can insert a picture. Okay. Now I have the logo saved on my PC, so I just from this device. Okay. And I will need to select a picture. Okay, let's say I'm adding this logo over here. Now we need to size it, resize it nicely, and I put somewhere here. Okay. I go back to the slide master and close the master view. Now the good thing is, if you were to do it, you can see when we travel across all the slides, the logo position. Okay. So there's one thing. Okay, but of course, my background is too dark, so maybe what we can do is on the design, I choose another format. Okay, so this should make it like nicer. Okay, all right. Now, then another thing that I would suggest you to do is to add your sermon text or whatever you want to talk about on the note section. You can see, I almost write down everything that I want to say in this note section. Okay, so there's a few advantages. First, I can read from it. So because you have so many things to do while taking as a solo video producer, you have so many things to do. So you put everything in the nice place, then you read from it. Okay, so it will also avoid a lot of audio gaps, like when you talk, then you stop, then you read, then you stop, then all this video, all these audio gaps, like you talk, then you stop for a while, then you continue again. That create a lot of these audio gaps. Now, if you have a video editing team, they might snip it up for you. They will cut all this thing, but it's taking a lot of time. So the always good thing is like you write down everything, then you read from here. Of course, now I'm showing the whole screen. That's why you don't really see a point, because if I read from the bottom part, I try to talk to you and look at the screen, it's not very good. But later when we go to the video recording part, then you can see the thing is actually quite good. Now next, you may want to add transition effects, but I won't cover it over here. So some people will add the transition effect, means like from one slide go to another slide, then you change, add all these things. You can add the timing. Just make your slide really very nice. Then when you click, when you start your recording, then you don't have to worry about that. Okay, then we have something called, we add the intro clips and logo. Now, if you have a video clips, you know, that you get someone to do for you, or you get you do it yourself, you want to attach it to the different every video or every presentation, the easiest way is to actually create a slide from the very beginning. Let's say what I do is now is like I will do it. Let's say this is the slide I add. What I can do is I can insert new slide. I'll just take an empty slide. Will do. Then on this side, I will insert, and I will insert video on my PC. Okay, with this video nicely done for us already, then we'll just insert to it. Okay, now what we want to do, we want it, when you first play the presentation slide, it will play automatically. So what we'll do is we right click on the video clip, you click on the start, we select automatically. So when you start your presentation, this video will play automatically. Okay, then another thing that we want to do is after you finish playing, we don't want it to jump straight to the next slide. So we will do a simple thing, is like we'll click on the transition. I normally use a fade effect. Then I change the duration to 1 second. Okay, then at one slide means that after the video finish playing, okay, I don't want it to wait for me to click the mouse, then only it continue to the next slide. So I will select the after 0 second. Okay, so what we can try to see is like you can try to see something like this. Okay, so this is just a simple effect that you can add to an intro to it. Okay, then after you finish the whole slide, the whole presentation slide, now you need to, I would suggest you make a copy of the slide of these videos for the videos version. That means maybe you have like my speed for this day. Then you create another, you copy and paste, you create another video. Now the reason to do it is like after you record it, right? And if you were to show your camera, actually the camera will be, all the video will be added to your original slides. So in the event like someone asks, can I ask for your handouts for today's presentation? Okay, if you don't have a spare one, the original one, so when you create to a PDF file, okay, the person who received your presentation slide, they will see this your face on the bottom right of the slides. So I mean, unless you don't mind having your face on every slides, then you can do so lah. But I would suggest you make a copy of it. So if someone wants your presentation slide as a layout, you can give them the original one. Then you keep you keep another version for your video. Okay. So okay. So now we quickly go through something to create to create a recording. Okay, so first thing we need to create is you create a quiet place. Like now, I ask my wife to go and all these things. Okay, so you may ask your family members to walk your dog. No, make sure everything is quiet. No interruptions. Then you only start the recording. Second thing is to use a mic. This is not really beautiful because now you have wire dangling around, but it actually helps in terms of the quality. I mean, some people will say this one come with your hand is good enough compared to if you don't plug in a mic, then you talk to the laptop directly. Okay, if you without the mic, your voice will be sound a bit hollow, like talking a very big empty space. Okay, so there's something that you really want to consider. So another thing that you can do is to add some light. Okay, some light will be good. Let's say, for example, if I off the light in front of me, it's different. So it depends on you where you want to add the light. Or if you have friends who do photography, then ask them to help you set up the light. For once, then you every time just use back the same setting. Okay. Okay. So now everything's set up already. You're ready for the real recording on PowerPoint. Now, actually, with the latest PowerPoint, they already built in the video recording. So what you do is you click on this slideshow. This thing is, you click on slideshow, then this is record slideshow. Okay, so you click on it. Okay, maybe we start record from current slide. Okay, no problem. Okay, this message show is because I have Zoom already using my camera. Okay, so if you don't start with the Zoom, then the PowerPoint should be able to get your camera and show it here. Now, just now I mentioned a few things that we can go through. First thing is the lower part. You can see your mic is on, then the camera is on. Okay, if you click the camera, then you will see your face on the bottom right. I cannot get it changed to the other option. I can put it elsewhere. It's always at the bottom right. So that being said, it will cover part of my logo. So this is not really a good place to put my logo. I should put it on the bottom left. Okay. Another thing is, if you notice on this note section, okay, you click on here, then you can see, okay, actually there's no notes at this. Okay, but if I go to the previous slides, you can see whatever I write is here. It's in this section. So basically the good thing is because most of the camera, the position is slightly above this. If you read from the notes in this setup, it's like you are creating eye contact with your audience. Okay, so there's something that you can do. I would suggest you to do. So once you're ready, then you start recording. You click this to record and you click this to stop. Okay, so let's try something. Okay, let's try something. Okay, what I do is, okay, now this is a sample slide. Okay, we are clicking the slideshow and record from the current slide. I have the notes over here. So when I click record, I can start talking. So Okay, now it's starting to record. You can see on the bottom left, they also start counting, means it's recording. And so I start to read from the slideshow, read from the notes, everything. Then when I'm finished ready, then I will click to the next slide. Then I will continue to talk. Now, but for example, I have make a mistake, So the problem now is that I have to stop everything and re-record the beginning. Basically you just stop. Okay. Then you clear your existing recording. Okay. Now clear recording on current slide. Okay, don't clear recording on all slides because we are okay with the previous slide. So what we want to do, we just want to clear recording on the current slide. So we click this one. So everything gone. Then we record again. So you see the countdown again. Now, so take two, let's make it perfect. So whatever I say, yeah, just now should be gone. Okay, so what you need to do is like, you just stop from the current slide which has problem, then you will record it again, it should be okay. So let's stop. Okay, sorry, let me just stop and I will play. So take two, let's make it perfect. So whatever I say, yeah, just now stop. Okay, so what like, just stop from the current slide which has problem, then record it again. So stop. Okay, now okay, so up until here, so after you finish everything, okay, after you finish everything, okay, you're happy, that you need to export it to a video file. So over here, you can see file, then you click save as, but in the file type, you click this one and you search for MPEG-4 video, MP4, then you save it, then you export it to the right format. But I'm not going to do it because it's going to take a long time. So this part, you need to trust me that it's working. You create, you save it with this format, then we generate a file for you. Okay. All right. So I think I will pause over here for a while. Anyone have any question this part? This part? Anyone?
Hi, Wai Kyung.
Yes.
Hi, it's okay to ask like this, or you rather I type it out?
I mean, either way, but
Okay.
since you already have it, then you just answer.
Okay, like you see these PowerPoint slides, right? In the earlier one slides, you actually attach a video. Okay, if we don't have a video, just say we have about 8 to 10 slides. When I save as this whole PowerPoint as an MP4, when I press play, it will be like a video.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I mean, the intro is just like if your church or organization give you a video clips and say you need to put it in front or at the back or both front and back of the video. Okay. So normally what we need to do, we need to use the video editing software to combine this. But what I'm showing is that if you really have no video editing software and your PC is as powerful as mine, then this is the object. You see, my presentation is a bit lagging because I'm using a very slow computer. So that's about it. So if you don't need, then you just use this to create to create the video. Okay. So the adding the intro is just in case your organization or your church, okay, says that no, you need to add it in. You need to
like
add the intro clips.
video in a video.
Yeah. So it's not like it's not like because just for this, then you need to get video editing software, learn a new set of tools. What I'm showing you is just an alternative. You can just use PowerPoint, put the video clips and show it. Then you, with a few settings, right, let it autoplay. Then it can hopefully achieve what you needed lah. Okay.
And you don't mind you show on your screen again, like all those footnotes at the bottom. How do I get to there? Where do I press for the notes again? Yeah.
Okay, very simple. Normally, can you see this screen at the bottom part? This call notes.
Yep. Yes, like the first thing I make me a mistake.
Yeah. So normally when we create a new presentation, we always focus on the look and the feel. So we put this session like slide, very forced design. Now in the bottom part of here, there's this notes. Okay, you click on it, then you show. Then you can drag it on top, drag it up. Then you just type everything.
And then this note we only can see as a presenter, correct?
Now I show you the whole screen. You can see that if you show it as a presenter, like just now when I show you the presenter view, or when I do the recording. Okay, when I'm recording, you see the session part only you will see, will not be captured in the video.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And last question. So when we always want to turn it into a video, right? We must always see it as an MP4 lah. So most of the software or the place going to display can always view or read a format of MP4 lah. Okay. Because some is using MOV.
Yeah. So I think currently most of the I think for our team, we find no problem with MP4. I think the right size. Okay, I think some people will say you using other format, but remember when you were to upload to YouTube or Facebook, normally it's the network that kills you. Okay, so like I'm using Streamix at home, so I always like uploading a video for my church will take a few hours. So imagine if you have a bigger file, few gig, right? Then I don't think I can make it on time.
So YouTube is using MP4 lah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we continue. Okay, now in the event that we don't have if we don't have PowerPoint, because PowerPoint you need to buy, you don't have a PowerPoint, then you can use another presentation software. I would suggest you look at the LibreOffice. Okay, it's free, you can download, but it can do the job. Okay, so some people still can create very nice presentation with it, but the problem is, unlike PowerPoint, it may not have the record slideshow functions. So when it comes to that, we'll use Zoom to help us do the recording. All right. Now, because I'm using Zoom now, I cannot show you how to do it, but I record a video clips, then later I show it to you. But now I just tell you the steps so that you have an idea. Then when you look at the video clips, then you know what I'm doing. So the first thing is like you start your PowerPoint presentation, then you start your Zoom. You can create a new meeting, okay, with this orange icon. Then after that, you move your mouse to the bottom on the screen and wait for the floating toolbar to come out. Then you click the share screen when this toolbar shows up. Okay. After that, okay. Now if you have a slideshow, you'll see two different slideshow. Okay, one is a normal one, and the other one is the full screen. You click this with the full screen one off. Okay, then you can adjust your camera and all this thing. Okay, with the fair, you want to show where your face is on the top right or on the top left, whichever you like. Okay, then after that you move your mouse up close to the top of the screen, then you click more, then you click record on this computer, then it will start recording. Okay, now if let's say you have two sessions, normally you don't have in our context because you're just doing yourself. Okay, but let's say for us we have a sharing session, maybe we don't want to record the Q&A part, then we just stop the recording, then we go up and click the more, then we click the stop recording. Now the only thing we need to remember is like Zoom will only create your video when you end the meeting. Okay, so no worries, like when you're finished all the presentation, you just leave the meeting or end the meeting, then it will start converting for you. Okay, now I show you the clips on how I did it. Okay, so let me just show you this one. Okay, so this is just a very simple thing. Is that you click the new meeting, then you move your mouse bottom, then you share screen, then you move up on top, you then select the record on your computer. Now, I would suggest you don't select record over the cloud because that one will use up your internet. And if you have a not so stable internet like me, then you might face some problems. So try to always record on the computer. Then after that, you just end the whole meeting and the Zoom will convert it for you. Okay. So any problems so far? Or you want to go through the steps? Anyone? So far, so good? Okay.
Sorry.
Yes.
Now you mentioned about the Zoom one. You mentioned that if let's say our speed, internet speed is low. So just now can you repeat what is now?
Okay. When you click on the more, okay, we look at this step again. Okay. Now on the step 7, when you move your screen up, okay, onto the screen, then you will click more. Then you have two options, record on this computer and record in cloud. So what I'm saying is like, select the record on this computer. Okay, because if you record on cloud, that means you're recording over the internet. Then if you have not so stable internet, right, it may affect your experience. Okay, so what we do is like we record on our computer first, then after that we create a nicely MPEG video, then we upload on the internet. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. All right. So I won't bore you with all this. This is just a repeat of the slides just now. Okay, we quickly go through the pros and cons of each approach. Okay, now the good thing about PowerPoint is like you can retake mistake from any slides. So imagine you have 20 slides, you do nicely 1, 2, 3, 4 until 19. If you make a mistake on the 20, okay, it may not be your mistake, maybe your dog start to bark, or there's some people testing the new sports car and vroom everything, then you have something not so nice. Okay, so you don't have to record all over from the beginning. You just like clear the recording for the slide 20, then you will record it, then everything is okay. I think this is one of the biggest selling point for PowerPoint. If I were to do any sermon, or if I were to do any sharing, I will do it on PowerPoint. Okay. And second thing is that you can do everything in one app. You just set up everything nicely, you start recording, then you start talking. You don't have to worry a Zoom. Okay, now you see I'm struggling with Zoom because like Zoom has this floating toolbar and I have a slow computer. So every time I trigger the toolbar, it starts slowly coming down and I have to wait a few seconds for him to detect I don't want to do anything, then he's go up. It's not that nice. So if you have a PowerPoint, then you do everything within the same slide. Okay, and it doesn't depend on internet connections. I think when you start Zoom recording, even you record on your local machine, but when you first try to create a meeting, it will still need internet to call Zoom. Okay, so it still need internet. It may not be a problem because after you create the video, you also need internet to upload to the YouTube or whatever, or share to other people. But just bear in mind to start up. I don't know, maybe it's like you were traveling to Cameron with your computer, then you just want to record something fast. And if you don't have internet connection in Cameron Highland, then you cannot you can start recording there. But with PowerPoint, it's simple. You just like everything within one app, you can do everything. Okay. And another thing is that you can refer to notes. Okay. Just now when we can see, when you start recording your slideshow, your notes is just at the at the top part, at top center of your screen. So if you look at the notes, it's as if you are looking to your audience, and this is a good way to keep eye contact with your audience. Now the problem with PowerPoint is like obviously it's not free. Okay, and you cannot choose your camera position. It's always at the bottom right. So let's say, for example, you see, if I put my church logo at the bottom right, if I were to show my camera, then my face will block the logo already. So I have no choice. I have to move the logo to the left. Okay, because I cannot move my face to the left. So I have to, there's something that the problem with the PowerPoint. And then the next thing is like the slide will include your video. Okay, so it's sort of like tainted your slide. That's why I mentioned just now, if you were to create a video, then it's best to make a copy of your slides, and then only you create the video with the video slide, so you still have the original copy. Okay, now come to Zoom. The biggest advantage is like it's free. Now, why I look at this Zoom, because there's other like video capturing software, but Zoom is very good. It's like, because now with MCO, everybody has Zoom so that they can have an online meeting with other people. So chances are you already have it on your laptop or PC. You just use it as a video recording tool. Then you can set your camera position. I mean, just now in the clips, I just want to quickly show the step. Okay, but what you can do is that you can actually move your camera position to show your face, even in the middle. If you want to show it in the middle, no problem. Okay, you want to have a top, bottom, no problem. Left side, right side, no problem. Okay, so and another good thing is when Zoom create the video for you, it also actually create a video file, an audio file for you. So you create a video and an audio file for you. So if you're a pastor, okay, that may be one thing that you want to consider, because some people, they don't have a lot of the they just want to listen to the audio. Then you don't have to take extra effort. You just take the file and send them I think it's just an audio file, but I'm not sure whether it's MP3 format. I don't know. Okay, but the good thing is like it will create a video file and also an audio only file for you. Okay, this one Zoom do for you straight away. No need to choose. Okay, now the not so good thing about Zoom is like if you make a mistake halfway, okay, even you stop it, okay, you have to retake it somehow. So that's why if you were to use Zoom to record, then it will be best if you do whatever we mentioned in preparing your slides, then you rehearse. Make sure everything is correct, okay, then you record with the Zoom. Obviously, with Zoom, you still need a presentation software like PowerPoint. Okay, you may, if you have PowerPoint but you want to show your face on a different position, you may not want to use the PowerPoint to create everything for you, but you use PowerPoint combined with Zoom, then you can do this. Okay, or if you really have no budget, then you look at this thing called LibreOffice. Let me see. Okay, let's say you can search internet. It's free for download. Now they just like Microsoft Office, LibreOffice has have their Word, have their Excel, everything. Now LibreOffice, the presentation for the presentation software for LibreOffice, I think it's called Impress. Oops. Okay. So, I mean, if you don't have the budget, okay, you can use it as a alternative. I think then the next thing is like you need to connect to the internet initially. Okay, you need to connect the internet initially to say connect to Zoom to create a meeting. I think that's one thing that not so good lah. I mean, obviously, like I said just now, if you were to share with if you were to share your video with other people, chances are you need internet. You will have internet, so this is not really a problem. Okay. So Q&A. Okay, I have 2 questions. I'll answer you straight away. How big is the video file? Now, in my previous day, when I'm preparing for this, I quickly do a test out. For 30 minutes video is about 500 megabyte. Okay, now nowadays 500 megabyte may not be a very big file for you, so I think it's okay. Just want to make sure that you don't fill up your PC a lot of files, then you try to create this video. So another thing is like, how long does it take to convert the video? I'm using a very low power PC because this is ultra portable. So it's something like an iPad. So they don't have very strong processing unit to convert the file very fast. So all in all, the 30 minutes video takes me 2 hours to convert. Now the good thing is that you don't have to sit in front of PC to wait for 2 hours. 2 hours after you save everything, go makan, enjoy yourself, you enjoy yourself, go take bath or whatever, then come back 2 hours later to make sure that the file is okay. Okay, so Now I'll open up the, can the admin open up all the participants to see whether we have anyone has any question to ask before we end this?
Mike Young,
Yes?
now that I have a question. For example, right, if we have done the recording and then we realize that, oh, I forgot to say something at the beginning or at the end. Is there another way to add in another recording into that slide instead of like clearing that recording and starting it all over again?
You mean within the slide itself, you forget to
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I'm not really an expert, but from what I know, unfortunately, you can't do it. I mean, the slide is the smallest unit that you can edit. So you cannot, like, for that slide, you talk for 5 minutes, then 3 minutes, you notice that you need to add something, 3 minutes. Then that may not be it. Okay? But you can be creative. Okay? I mean, if you need to add in the middle, then I think very sorry. Okay? So you can add something in the middle. But if in front or at the back, okay, I off my head, I can think of a trick like this. Let's say I go back to this slide. Okay. Okay, you can see sample slide 1. Okay. Now imagine you see I recorded something over here already. Okay, you see the bottom right. That means I record something.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I pause it for a while. Okay. Now, if you were to add something at the back, what you can do is over here, you copy the slide. Okay. And you place it. I think you place the slide. Okay, so it will be the same slide. Okay.
Okay.
Same slide. Then you record slideshow. Record slideshow. Okay. Then you clear the recording of this slide.
Okay.
Okay. Clear recording for this slide. Then for current slide. Then okay. So this is what I'm just thinking of. Okay. Now this is the behind part that I wanted to add to the previous slides. Okay, so I missed something, that's why I'm recording it on it. Okay. So it should be okay. It should be okay. When you create the video, they will play this slide. They will convert the slide with the original part, but then they came to the same slide. It's a second slide, but everything is the same with the recording of that. So this one is like, okay, if you play this one, then it will say, no. So you get my idea?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so there's something, but if you say on the previous slide, there's something I need to add in the middle, then it will be very challenging. But if you say, I want to add something in front or at the back, I think you can use this trick. I hope that answers your questions.
Okay, so that means if I cut and paste the slide, all I need to do is to re-record on either the beginning or the end, and then we can trim the original video where I want it to come in, right?
No need, because if you ask PowerPoint, because I won't do it also, this is a very good question. But what I say is like when you create the video, especially if you don't add transition on these two slides, right? Then maybe the user will see suddenly the screen flicker a while, but the same slide, you can see the same slide didn't change then, but the audio just continue.
Okay, all right. I think there will be a slight
Yeah.
timing difference in that is what you say. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. But that is like you really don't have a video editing software or you don't have a team to do it. Of course, come to this, the best is like if you have someone around who can do video editing for you, then that will be easier. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So anyone have any questions?
Hi, Michael. Last one.
Hi.
Hi, okay. Going back to creating the video via PowerPoint, right? So at first, we must always select the size, which is 16-9, okay? And then after that, you mentioned about go to view the thing before we click the notes at the bottom for us to put our own notes. So the go to view is to view what, yeah?
Okay. Now, this is talking about the file format. Okay, now the thing is that because if you create a square format, okay, let's take a very extreme case. You take a square layout. That means your PowerPoint slide is not like oblong shape, not rectangle shape, but square shape. So when you upload to YouTube, right, then I believe they will add the black bar on both sides of your video. So we don't want that. Okay. So what I say just now is like because normally you create a slide, you have the slide template, right? So you need to make sure that the template is ready for uploading. So what I'm saying just now is that you see on this PowerPoint, you click on view. Sorry. Hold on. I think it's this. Okay. Now you click on design. Okay, you have different design. Then over here you have a slide slice. Okay, can see on it. Okay, and you click it. Then you make sure it's widescreen, 16:9.
Okay.
Then when your video is created, right? Then you upload to YouTube. Then it should be fill up the whole screen. That's what I mentioned about the size.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Anyone have other questions?
Michael? I would like to know about transitions. What is the functions of transitions here? Sorry for my ignorance. Actually, I'm not familiar, but I have to use it. Transitions, okay. What is the functions here? And also just now you say that clear, yeah, if I make a mistake in one of the slides, so clear. So I click on the clear, so it will only clear on the particular slide that I click. Is that true?
It is true if you click the right thing. I'm sorry to say. Okay, let's look at the record slide show again. Now let's say record from current slides. Okay, now when you click the clear existing recording, okay, you have two choices. You have clear recording on current slide and you have the clear recording on all slides. Now, if you click on the current slide, only the current recording will be clear. So what I say is true. But if you click on the clear recording of all slides, right? Please forget my email, That means you have to, unfortunately, you have to do it all over again from the first slide. So please remember, always just click on the current slide unless you are very, very sure. Okay?
So clear recording is under which icon? Sorry, again.
Okay, first of all, this is your normal view, normal PowerPoint view. You click on slideshow, then you record slideshow. Okay, then okay, we say from current slide, and you come to this screen. Can you see the black screen?
Yeah.
All right. So when you, there's this cross icon that you need to click. Okay, you move your mouse to this cross, then it will say clear existing recording. You click on this, then it will show whether, it will ask you whether you want to clear the recording on current slide or you want to clear recording on all slides. So what I'm saying is like you should always click on the clear recording on current slides unless you really want to revert everything back to normal.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. So another one just now, the question is transitions. Yeah.
Okay. Transitions. Okay. Let's say we take this from create video with PowerPoints, right? These slides. Okay. Now, okay, maybe, okay. Yeah. I think, okay. From here, transition means like moving from one slide to another slide. Okay. Now, let me just show this one. Okay. This is first slide. Okay. If I move a button, yeah. No, this is me talking. Okay. I have so many now. Okay. Okay. Let's start from here. This is one slide. Okay. If we move to the next slide, you'll see it's just change the slide, right? Just like they will just take one slide off and show you the other slide. Transition means that you want to have some effect during the changing. Okay. Let me just try to do it. Okay. Now let's say I want to add transition. Maybe, yeah, show random bars. Okay, can you see? I make the, okay. Okay, let's say I make it like 3 seconds to show random bars. Okay. Okay, can you see? Transition is like how one slide change to another slide.
Okay.
So you have different so just now I say I like to use fade because it's very simple. So let's say if I change it like 4 seconds, okay, then you can see from the previous slide change to this slide. You see it slowly fade out and then come to here. Okay, so this is a transition. Then you can like explore around. PowerPoint has a lot of transition and animation. Some people use it to make simple cartoon or animations. But to be honest, I'm not really an expert on that. So normally I just use a fade one. Okay. So let the video fade out and show my first presentation slide.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. Any other questions?
Looking at this slide that what I can view now, the notes actually you put up there lots of notes. So when we speak, the notes actually at our eye level, right? Okay. Currently, what I can see is at the bottom, but when we put it in a recording form, it will at our eye level. Those notes will go up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's why, because today sharing, I'm showing you the whole screen because I need to show all the top part of the toolbars and the functions. That's why I feel that it's best I show you this view, but that means that I'm missing the notes at the bottom. So that's why my presentation is not really smooth. Okay, but if I record the whole thing by myself and I use the record slideshow, then the notes will be on the top part, closer to the camera, so it should be smoother. But all these things you need to do practice lah. It's like if you do more, then you get used to it, then you will be very good in it. Any other things? 还有什么问题吗？可以问华语。
Wai Kiong,
Yes.
for the notes, right, the ones that you have typed on this screen, would it scroll down automatically for us, or we need to click in order for it to come out to the next? Because I see that you have a few paragraphs there. How would it show us?
You have to scroll a bit. You have to scroll it.
Okay, so it doesn't
Okay,
come out automatically for us like a TV screen, you know, like ending of a movie, it goes up automatically.
No, because I think not that I know of.
Okay.
Because one of the things is like they if that's the case, they need to detect how fast you speak. Then only they will show it according to your speed.
I was just wondering. Okay, thanks.
Wai Kiong,
Yep.
once this sharing is over, can we have a copy of this recorded one so that we can maybe if you want to listen again, and also a copy of this PowerPoint?
I arranged to have the recording done. Okay. Normally my church, our team, social media team will post it. I'm not sure. I mean, if you are our church member, then I think you can ask around when the video is uploaded. But it's if you go to, I believe if you go to YouTube, you search for Permai CMC Church, right? Then you will see all our videos there. I'm not sure whether they will post it there or not, but yeah, come to think of that, if you don't mind.
Or how about your slide presentation? Because I see that you have the notes there, right? So we can just read through if you want to recall. Sometimes you speak too fast, we cannot absorb everything. So it's good that you give us and then we can read over again to absorb.
Can. Okay, now this is my email address, okay? Because I don't know where you are coming from, because I also share this today's poster to people outside the church. Okay, so if you care enough to drop me an email, say, can I have a copy of this presentation slide? Then I can email to you. And also, it's good that if you email me, then what I can do is if there's when the video is uploaded to YouTube or wherever, then I can send the link to you also.
Okay, thanks.
So this is my email address, like ykhung@gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay, so Wai Kiong. Okay. So if there's no questions, then maybe we'll end this sharing. You can feel free to stay around and like we can have chit chat, but like if there's no questions, like then feel free to leave this sharing. I really want to thank you for your time and give me this opportunity to brush a bit of my presentation skills. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
All right.